Hi guys! So anyway, this is a clip of me painting immediately after being dropped off by a police officer at my house because I had just been rear-ended on my way to work, and my car was damaged badly enough to warrant being towed away. My constant thought going into it was, when life gives you lemons. Hence why I drew lemon-headed people and wrote the text, and painting was a solution to such events. I ended up clipping part of this video because I got so wrapped up in the drawing that I just kept moving the sketchbook out of view, which I normally don't do, but I was just really upset at this moment. It's not really a pretty drawing, but it got me out of my mind space and solely thinking about the car accident. I love making art, so it's definitely a great way to soothe myself and bring me joy. Unlike so many enjoyable things in life, it's not fleeting. It's there and you can keep it. You can share it with other people. You can look at it years down the line. I am, in a sense, immortalizing this feeling that I'm having, saying this is me. I lived, I experienced pain in this moment in time. Life gave me lemons, and I painted. And I felt better afterwards. After sketching them out, I rode to work with my boyfriend. I work at an Amazon warehouse, and being there also made me feel a lot better. I know my job. It's pretty easy and generally predictable work. Simple tasks. You do this again, and again and again. It can definitely get boring at times, but in this instance, when life had suddenly gotten much more complex, it was nice to do easy, predictable work. When things get hard, do easy tasks. It's easy to just get immobilized when trouble hits, but it's not helpful. It's actually about the worst thing you can do because you just can't stop thinking about it. Your body is not moving and your mind has no escape. But even doing the most simplest of things, washing the dishes, going on a walk, pulling weeds, really any task that you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, it can get the ball rolling in the other direction. I'm thankful that I just got to go to work after this. It answered my question once again. When life gives you lemons, do simple things. You will feel better. I got moved at work in a different spot at the end of the day, where my work bestie was working. Work is always so much more enjoyable when we can talk. I talked about what happened, but mostly we just talked. It was awesome. I felt happy. I texted my sister a lot that day. I talked to my mom. The next day my grandpa called me and I talked to him about it. I talked to my grandmother, and every person I talked to had something valuable to add to my situation. Talking about what happened and even getting past that and just talking. It helped me so much. Going over my thoughts right now is helping me. When life gives you lemons, talk about it. Don't hold it hostage to only your thoughts. Hear what other people have to say about it. Anyway, back to the drawing. It turned out kind of weird. There are some parts of it I like. This sketch seemed more about the experience making it than the final product. Maybe I will like it more as time goes on. We'll see. But what I did do this painting is what sticks out to me. I didn't record a lot of my progress on it, and what I did not record was soaking it in a coffee and instant tea mixture. I also poured lemon juice on it. And most of my work for the page on the left side, which got pretty dark by the way. I imagine the black mass looked like a mushroom cloud, and the two figures on the leftmost side are kind of fading to the left, being distorted. The rightmost figure lays a ghostly hand on the lemon's head. I need to work on it without recording. Oddly enough, when I began recording, I'm struggling with it. The colors aren't going on right, and I'm just going over areas again and again. The coffee and tea stain makes it hard to paint on top of. I need to seal this piece before I work on it again, which I assume I will because, I don't know, it's just too strange, but I do like some of it. It's something, and even if I do cover up some, I won't forget about what inspired all of this, and I won't view it as time wasted. It needed to happen. So right now, I'm currently waiting to hear back if my car is fixable or will be totaled. I'm still unhappy to some extent about it all. Yet I know things will work out in the end. Because of my faith, I know this wasn't an accident. I mean, obviously the lady didn't mean to hit me. But it wasn't just some random occurrence. I could wallow in the why me feeling, but I know in my heart this will work out for me. It's part of a greater plan that I cannot see. It feels uncomfortable. I love my little old car. She's a special part of me, and it pains me to think that there might be a chance that I never get to drive her again. but God does have a plan for me. Personally, I think this is a strange turn of events, but what do I know? In the end, all those things that I talked about could help me feel better. Yet, without some backbone behind it, a reason behind all the joy and the pain I feel in this life, I'm not sure if I simply just doing things would help on their own. God wraps all these things together for me. I posed a question, and he answered it in a variety of ways. But without him, I wouldn't have done any of this. So here's my input. When life gives you lemons, realize that it's part of something bigger. Bigger than you, bigger than this temporary feeling you have. Whatever you do matters. How you respond to suffering can radically alter your life. You can squeeze it into your own eyes and everyone else's eyes around you, or you can do something positive. On a last note, I wanted to mention that about half an hour leading up to the car accident, an owl with a white underside flew right over my car. I just knew something strange was going to happen that day. This very sketchbook has an owl on the cover because after I created it, I didn't know what to put on the cover until I had a dream of a very peculiar looking owl. It was a very strange dream. Do weird things like this ever happen to you? Especially like right before, I don't know, something crazy happens? Let me know.